Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hello. Why does it sound like... Oh, hi. Hi. Howdy, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Sorry. I was about to jump in, and I realized I didn't have my water. And I was like, oh, my God, I have to get water. So we went into a third song, which is not normal. But we did it, guys. We started it off. Hi, everybody. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Hope you all are doing well. It is the beginning of a new week, and we're all here, and we're all doing great, I hope. Or at least I hope you're in good spirits, or do whatever. Positive thoughts, right? Sending the positive juju your way. Listen, guys, we're going to do some chatting today. We're going to talk it up. I don't know what else we're going to do. I got really nothing on the agenda today. I got some candy we're going to try, for sure. And that's about it. My hair, oh my God, it is out of control, guys. Good Lord. I can't even, I have a haircut today. I can't, oh my God, I can't even, like, it's just whatever. Like, I hope everybody's doing good. Let's see, who's here? Who's here? Sean, first out the gate. You finally did it. Congratulations to you, sir. First chat message of the stream. Russ is here. Hello, Russ. You should have left a quote. Yep, you didn't. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. This is a good one. I like that. Like you probably had that one in your back pocket, right? Like you're like, I'm just gonna always use this one as a quote. Yeah, Tom's not with us this week. I think this was his week. Oh, he was like taking the whole week off from the world of technology. Well, I should say social media. I don't want to say technology because that's like a whole different level of getting away. Let's see. Who else is here? Mandy's here. Oh, she threw in a quote. If anything is possible, is it possible for anything to be impossible? Possibly. See what I did there? Yep. Dylan is here. Hello, Dylan. Hello, 7 Seconds Arise. Welcome, welcome. Mandy, hello there. Chaotic. All right. That is it. We are all here. Here and accounted for. And for any of you lurking in the background, hello as well to you. It is okay to lurk. It is okay to be sneaky, peeky. I guess that's the right way to put it. Yeah, we are missing some peeps. We're missing, we got George. Jay normally pops in a little bit later. Queen, of course, with her job is popping in later. Tom is out. Chris, we haven't seen Chris yet. So don't know where Chris is, but you know him. He's always in and out. He's probably out putting a fire out somewhere. Putting a fire out somewhere. So yeah, so we're here, we're just digging. Listen, it's just chill, man. It's just chill. I feel like we should have like some nice chill. Hold on. Let me see if I can find like a nice, like, chillaxin. Oh, here's a laid back one. Let's see. How about this? What do we got here? Ooh. Okay, got a little snap action. Yeah, we're just chill, guys. It's a little too slow for me. I need a little bit more like, I need something a little more loungy. Like a nice little loungy. I mean, I like it, but not the mood I'm looking for. I don't know, maybe if I try, let me just type in like lounge, not lung. I don't know what that's gonna give me. Let's try a little lounge. Oh, we got soft lounge. Let's see. What we got here? No, it's, again, too slow. Too slow. Okay, all right, I hear you. I hear what you got. The first one was seductive-ish. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that one was like getting a little weird. Okay, this one's kind of nice. Just bring it down a little bit. Nice little background tunes going on. Wii music, yeah. I'm getting ready to play some Wii, guys. Sorry if you hear that in the background. Got a little Wii going on. Let's check in with our audience, live studio audience. How you doing over there? All right. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Okay, no, but okay. Yep. Can you? Why are they so loud? Why are they like? They're. Oh my god, I love this one. This particular audience reaction. Did anybody ever like watch like Saved by the Bell, or basically like any like late 80s, early 90s teenage show? And does everybody remember like whenever anybody would kiss, like even if it was just like a like a pet kiss, like the stupid, like this, I think it's this one right here. Let's try it. But even more dramatic. They'd be, yeah, it would just be like the loudest, like ooh, times 1,000. I hate it so much. I don't know why that bothers me. It's so annoying now. I'm when I was younger and used to watch those shows, I didn't care. Like, it was just part of it. But now as an adult, when I watch it, I'm like, oh, it's so obnoxious because it's just so over the top. Or like if there was like a little like glove connection, you know, between them, like, ooh, and it was like, ugh, God, like calm down. It was not like it was like they were making out heavily or something. Like, calm down. The oohs were never synced. Yeah, it does in a pre-print. Yeah, the real life, it does happen in the like. I think that's the problem. It's like little kids do that, right? Like little kids that are like, we're gonna say 5 and under. I'm gonna give that give that age range 5 and under, and they see like an adult kissing, and they're like, ew, or like some of them are like, ew, like a mix of the two. Ew. That's okay. Those are kids, right? This was a grown-ass audience that was watching Saved by the Bell doing that nonsense. Ugh. I hate it so much. I don't know why. I don't know why it bothers me that much. It's like ridiculous. Anywho, okay, there's one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys before we jump in here. Let's see. I was older and still yelled ooh just to be annoying. Mandy 2 miles away from watching someone kiss. Ooh! Can you imagine if that, like, if there was like a person that was always around you, or like that'd be a great skit. Like they just follow this one person around all the time, and it's like it's only one person, but they do live studio audience reactions to anything in their life, but it's just the one person. So it's like, you know, they're like smooching far away, and they're just like, ooh! And it's all echoed because they're far away. So it's like if I still have the here we go. Ooh. Or like, what if they're like they get like they do something that's like disgusting, and then the audience, and then this one guy is like, ew, gross. I want that one person. Oh God. And it echoes everywhere. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Probably throw a couple clear throat noises in there too. Or making gagging noises beside them. Oh God. I love it. The backup girls in girl posses. Yeah. Oh no, he did it. Oh, girl. I don't know why I got so sassy. Oh, sorry. Left my echo on. Got so sassy. Oh, no, you didn't just do that. That's my impression of girls in middle school that I remember growing up. Oh no, you didn't. You better recognize. What was it that he said? You better recognize before. No. You better. There was a rhyming phrase. You better da 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 before you da da. What is it? Come on, somebody's got it. You better. And I'm just gonna make them up. You better shut up before you get cut up. That one actually works. There it is. Yeah. Here we go. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Why do I get so sassy? And why does my voice get like that? Nope, you're right. That was the right. You better shut your mouth before I punch you in the south. It doesn't quite work. It doesn't. What else rhymes with mouth? Nope. I think that was it. That was the one. That was it. So intimidating. Yeah, you guys, people did mess with me. It's just, I really use my words to de-escalate and scare people. That's exactly what I do. Oh God. Okay. First thing on the agenda that I want to talk about, guys. I don't know if you saw on my social media. All right, I got a little bone to pick here, and I'm only going to talk to you people because nobody else seems to care. I mean, there's like 2 people that I think that have responded on social media. It really isn't a big deal, but I'm making it as big of a deal as I possibly can. So back in November, let's take this back a few months. Back in November, I posted a picture of a couple stickers, or like a couple things that were on my car. So one of them was a Star Trek license plate that says USS Enterprise NCC 1701. Anybody who loves Star Trek will know what that means. Anybody who doesn't know what it is, you won't even care. And then it was like a 2-part picture. It was the license plate, and on the other side of the picture was a sticker from World of Warcraft. Again, a very small group of people that will know exactly what that is and will care. So anyways, I'm scrolling yesterday. I got my phone. I'm like scrolling through Instagram. I'm like, let's see what's going on in the world. And then I was like, oh, look, the Roddenberry account, which is, if you don't know who Roddenberry is, so Gene Roddenberry was the creator of Star Trek. All right. And now his family, I think I don't know if it's his son or who it is, but anyways, they've continued like their own, they have an organization that's called Roddenberry Foundation or something like that. And so they have an Instagram account, and they're always posting like Star Trek pictures and quotes and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, as I'm scrolling down, I see something from them, and it's like the license plate. And I was like, oh my God, that's the license plate that I have. And then I took an extra second, and I was like, a second. The license plate holder has a little bent piece on the top, just like mine. Wait, that's the color of my car. Hold the phone. So I looked at it, and so I went back and I looked through my posts, and I was like, oh my God, they stole my picture. So at first I was kind of like, oh, cool. Like they put that picture on their account. And then I was like, let me read the comment. Oh, wait a minute. They didn't give credit for the photo. Well, that's kind of weird. So I got a little upset at that point. And the only reason I was really upset was because they took, it's not even like they accidentally found this picture somewhere. They're just like, we'll just post it, because I don't want to say they, but I'm going to assume they did this. They cropped the photo because they took out the license plate part, just that part, out of the full picture, and then made that their photo that they posted on not only Instagram, but Twitter and Facebook, all 3. I checked all 3 of their, it's probably one of those things where it's like, it just posts, to every social media that they use. So I was like, all right, credit. Yeah, exactly. You got to give credit, right? That seems a little shady. So anyway, so I started messing around. I put a comment on their post on Instagram. I was a little bit nicer about it on Twitter when I posted it. But then I sent them a direct message on Instagram too, and was a little bit more serious in their face. Either you give credit or you take it down, one of the two. And So it was, and then of course, like as the night goes on, no response, and of course I'm seeing more posts from them. So I'm like, all right, well, their automatic thing is posting, so it's like they're probably not even seeing these responses or care. And I went back in their account and I started looking further back, and it looks like they steal a bunch of stuff from everybody, and then they just post it. Okay, fine, I guess, but it doesn't seem right, especially for you know a social media platform like or like an account. If you're gonna do that, like I follow other accounts that they'll repost and then they'll say like, oh cool, blah blah blah, credit to whoever the original poster was. So today they responded, but only on Twitter, and it was something like I can't remember. It was something like very positive the way they responded. Hold on, let me read it. Oh, here it goes. Credit given! Exclamation mark. License plate by @the_Ashby_Clark. Glad we found the cool dude who got this plate. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna let it go. And I wrote back like, thanks so much, and I just left it at that because I didn't want to start a war in like public view. Like, oh yes, I'd love to have this conversation behind the scenes. That's why I was hoping they would see the Instagram message, because we could have some dialogue where I could be like, don't play it off like you didn't know where this photo came from, because that's how they're doing it right now. It's like, oh, we didn't know who this belonged to, right? Bull crap. Like, that photo is cropped and was obviously saved to be put up at some point. So anyways, and the thing that bugs me about that, I think the most, is me personally. So if I ever, especially on Instagram, and I love Twitter for this because it's kind of easier to do, but like Instagram, if somebody posts a picture of something that's like a thing I want to share, I'm always looking at it to go, okay, one, is it theirs? Like, is it from their account? Okay, great. Then I'm just going to post it as a story, because now it's all automatically, I'm giving credit because it's going to tag, the account owner. Sometimes I found pictures that like somebody made, like a graphic. There was one recently with LeVar Burton, and I loved it so much. And it showed him as like his character in Roots. It showed him in Reading Rainbow. It showed him in Star Trek Next Generation, and then it showed him as like the future host of Jeopardy. And it had funny lines to it. And I was like, cool, I love this. Like, I want to post it. I could not find the original owner, and it was so upsetting because I was like, man, I want to give credit to whoever made this, but I was like searching all over Instagram. Everybody else that had been posting it was posting it standalone, so there was no like credit given to anybody, and it really bothered me. I posted it anyways because I couldn't find the owner, and I felt bad about it. So anyways, I think that's why it bothered me so much when I saw that they did that, because it's like, whoever is running their social media just is being a little shady, and I didn't like that at all. So anyways, what else? Okay, that's like my biggest thing. Even as someone small, though, I've had restaurants try to take and repost my stuff without tagging me. Yeah, it's like so frustrating. It's frustrating, and I guess to me, like, the frustration even more so is like somebody's just not even paying attention, because like somebody should be checking messages, right? The way that they responded on Twitter, no, that's, if this was anybody else, that could have fueled like a back and forth. I chose the high ground and said, well, I'm not gonna get into it with them over Twitter, in the face of the public. And here's the other kicker: they have a way that you can text them, like on their profile. It says text us, and then you do that, and it's like some sort of automated response that you're now added to, probably some sort of communication thing. But it says on there like, oh, we'll respond to you. No, they didn't respond to me. So in general, whatever they're doing is not good, as far as like how they have it set up. And I feel bad. I feel bad for others that I'm sure it's probably happened to them, and maybe they don't even know it, that photos that they've put up and probably hashtagged a Star Trek, this particular social media account has found these things and is just saving them to post them at some point. So I don't know. It was bothering me pretty bad last night. I talked to a couple of friends who they're also Star Trek fans, and I was like, just kind of I was trying to make it a fun or like a joke thing, so that way I can laugh about it. And today I'm better, like, because it's like whatever. Like, why am I gonna like stress out about something so stupid? But it is annoying. And I was like, this morning I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vent about this in my stream, and then I'm gonna feel okay. There was a couple of people, I don't know who they were. I'm assuming they're followers or somebody but two people on Instagram posted comments that said, and like one of them I felt bad because he was like calling him a thief, and then the other one was like calling him rotten or something. And I was like, oh, I hope that like that wasn't my intent. I'm not trying to like start a riot, but it was kind of neat that they like posted something that was like, hey, like give them credit, man. Don't steal people's work. Especially something so silly, It should just, like, to me, it's like, whatever. Anyways, it's just silliness, and I'm glad I got to talk about it. Thanks for listening, everyone. So that's the fun, Joyce. And it's funny because it's like, this is so small. I can't even imagine, like, people who, are, especially, what is probably really bad about this is like, hey, Luke, yeah, if you want to fight them, go ahead. Do what you got to do. I'm just kidding. I don't promote violence, virtual or real, except when I play Grand Theft Auto. But what it did make me think about was like those poor folks who like creatives, right? Like artists. Not that they're any better than anybody else, but like drawings, right? Drawings that go up, and then somebody saves it, somebody clips it, and then uses it to post on their own. And who knows if the person who actually originally posted ever sees it again, that it was reposted, like it's the internet, right? Like all of this stuff is happening, I'm sure, to the 100th degree. And I just saw a little sliver of it, in the last 2 days. But sad that that's a thing. Don't use other people's work to just, make yourself and like whatever. It's so stupid. Videos are a big one. People take video clips all the time and upload them. Oh, see, again, it's like it's such an easy thing to be like, give some credit. And the cool thing is like if you give credit for someone, now you're sharing, like, right? Like it's like if I have an audience, my audience on Instagram, whatever. If I post something on there, not only are they seeing something that like I wanted to share, but as if I give credit, now I'm also like kind of opening the tunnel for my audience that looks at it to go find a new follower, right? So it's like, oh, cool, I like that thing that you shared. Where did you get that from? Oh my gosh, I want to follow that person as well because I want more of that stuff, right? I don't know. It's like the easiest way to network or like share each other's social media stuff, and it is a little bit of a slap in the face when people don't do that. It's a little annoying. So anyways, if you ever share something that belongs to somebody else, just make sure you give the credit where it belongs. And if you don't, I'll just complain about it here on my Twitch channel. Oh my god, I just pulled up Sean. You're so funny. Your comment is making me laugh. Wow, I remember seeing this photo on Ashley Clark's IG too, forever ago. I love it. Thank you. That's so silly. Anywho, let's get to the next thing. Okay, so I do have a couple politely shading. Excuse me. All right, I wanted to try another candy. Maybe I have 2 left, I think, right? 2 left from last week. Oh god, it's the one with the little holes. So I guess I'm gonna try them both today. We'll get these out of the way, and then I'm hoping when I go to the store this week, I can find some more. Otherwise, this segment will end very quickly. All right, so we have Arrow. Aro. Wait, how would the British say arrow? Aro? No. You don't really pronounce I'm sorry. I just insulted everyone. Arrow. Like arrow, like an arrow. Arrow. L. Oh, I got to get into the. Hello, everyone. I would like to try the arrow bar. Oh, that arrow. Arrow. Wait, it sounds like hello. Arrow. 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 Puppet. Anywho, sorry, Dylan. I didn't mean to completely demolish the accent. This was made in the UK by Nestle. By the way, I'm just going to eat this one first. I'm not even going to bother. Okay, so it feels like it's very, and I'm assuming by the picture. Oh God, I gotta stop looking at that part of the picture. It's gonna be like a what do you call it? Like a crispy. There's something that's making me think like I've had something like this before, but I can't. I can't look at the holes. It's gross. Gross. Okay. All right, so we're gonna try this one out. The arrow. Arrow. It says, "Feel the bubbles melt." Ugh, that sounds gross. Feel the melt. What? All right. Ripe dough. Ugh. Ripe dough bar. So gross. Okay. You'd think it'd be crispy. Okay, so prepare to be disappointed. All right. Well, it almost looks like you could break it up into little pieces. Like you could break one off and eat it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be sophisticated. I'm just going to take a bite out of this thing. All right, here we go. I was reading your messages as I was biting into it. There's no crispy here. The packaging makes it look like it's crispy. It's not crispy. Well, basically, it's just like chocolate with air in it. Like chocolate with little air holes. Actually, the holes are giving me a little bit. Whew. What a weird. Is it like they were trying to make it like a healthier version of chocolate? Because it's airy? Like, I don't understand the... they're kind of tiny. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but like... I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Let me see if it'll... oh, I shouldn't have looked at the camera. Yeah, anybody who has... what you call it? Oh, come on. Pick it up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep, that's gross. All right, well... so what I will say is the chocolate is yummy. I'm not gonna deny that. Good chocolate taste. Just a weird texture that I wasn't expecting. It's gross. It's you. Like it's been left in the sun a little. That's yeah. Yeah, it's like not quite a chocolate bar, you know? But the chocolate's good. The aftertaste is like, normal chocolate aftertaste. So it's not bad. I wonder if people often have this letdown. Like they think it's going to be crunchy and then it's not. Because I feel like that there's something wrong with their brand that leads me to believe that there's going to be crunch to it. It almost feels like it got stuck at the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I don't want to go down that road again. I don't know if anybody saw my highlights, but I threw in the deep throat comment from last week. Speaking of, I did want to mention, if you guys get a chance, make sure you do watch the YouTube. Even if you don't watch the whole YouTube video, if you just click on it or give me a like or a comment or something, it's super helpful to try and, dive into that world of YouTube that's like all automated and trying to get views. So if you get a chance and you don't even if you don't want to watch the full thing, if you just can click on it, thumbs up it, and even a little comment like, "You're so funny, Ashby." But listen, you say what you want, okay? It's much appreciated for that. Anyways, let's see. Hot chocolate version of this is so good. Ooh, I bet it. Yeah, the chocolate taste is good. So you're right. That would be delicious. I feel like. Check Discord photos. Is Bros the same? Bros. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Checking the photos right now. Made that song up, guys. Oh. Those are a little bit. It's giving me a little bit of this stuff. But that's what it, yeah, it looks very similar to, like, that packaging even looks like it's like that. So it must be like a from the same company or something. Wait, who makes this one? It's Nestle. Yeah. And I think that other one was Nestle as well. Interesting. Okay. So Arrow. Okay, I gotta give a score. So Arrow. Chocolate was good. Just don't like the texture. I would eat it again though. If it was like offered as a candy somewhere, I would get it. I'm gonna give this a 7. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7. Like, I don't think I would buy it ever again off the shelf. But I would eat it, and it's good. And the only thing is it's misleading as far as what you think it's going to be. But the flavor, better than a crunchy? Yes. Yes, and yes. I'm sticking to my 7. Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff. Hold on here. Greta video. Great video. Thank you. Thank you, Dylan. I'll take Greta video as well. And if you want to make that the comment, that's cool too. Greta video. It sounds Italian almost. Greta video. I'm sorry to all the Italians who are watching. When you said speaking of after saying deep throat, I was like, where's this going? That's oh god. You're right. I didn't time that out very well. Let's see. Did I say the forbidden word? Uh-oh. Did I say appreciate? Did I say, because you got preaches there. Dylan is upset. Dylan has left the chat. What if there was a way that you could like leave a chat, but like put in like your emotions when it tells like when it's leaving? Like, Dylan has left the chat, very angry. Ah! Or like it's like Ashby has left the chat skipping. He's so happy. That'd be kind of fun. You could like set your emote before you go. Let's see. I want to leave in a sad mood today. Bloop. Ashby has left the room crying. But why would that be so serious? It would be more. It needs to be more dramatic. Ashby has left the room devastated. Thank you. I'm an actor, everyone. Just really feeling those emotions. You know what? I'm not going to try the coffee crisp today. I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want that taste of coffee in my mouth right now. I'll save you for next time because I went through 3 of them last week. Now I have nothing left. We'll get to it. I gotta find more. Still I was thinking about that P.O. box thing this morning too. Gosh, I need to figure that out. There's a place I can do it right next to the grocery store, so I should just make one. I should just get one. I really need you guys to help me get some stuff, so it doesn't melt at my front door. Or I guess if I get the PO box, because that would then sometimes Amazon's weird about PO boxes. But I was thinking like maybe I could get something delivered to the post or to the to where the post office box is, and then it would stay inside instead of being outside. Or you know what? I might just chance it one time. Because I'm usually home with Charlie, so I could just run out there, get the box real quick, bring it inside before it melts. Or bring it in and let it sit, and then hopefully it doesn't, like, melt. Excuse me. Hello, Chris. Hey, Chris. You're going to quiz me on my scores, Sean? Oh, boy. That's not going to go well. Oh, gosh, there was just something else I was just thinking about that I was like, oh, I need to talk about this. And now I don't remember. Oh, my God. I can't even look at my hair. So out of control. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way again. Oh, guys, I've ruined it. Is it possible to know what is truly good and what is evil? Whoa. This took a turn. Took a turn. Oh my God, guys. Okay, so we went to, I'll give you a recap of the last few days. We went to SeaWorld on Sunday. It was like very last minute out of the blue. Like that morning, I was getting ready and I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day outside because the weather has been extraordinary the past few days here in Florida. I was like, I'm going to go to SeaWorld. So I went out to the living room and I was like, Mary, I think we should go to SeaWorld today. And she was like, yes, let's go. And then Charlie was like, yes, please, father, mother. For some reason, she's got a British accent now. And so we packed up and went to SeaWorld for the morning. It was great. And Charlie was the cutest with all the animals. She loves animals so much. Whenever she sees them, she gets so excited. So there was like all kinds of animals, sea life that she got to see, sea life that she saw. And she just loved it. She just had a blast. It was so cute. Now, what I will say, here was the weird thing. So this was my first time out to the park after this new mask thing had come out. There were so many people without masks on, which was fine, right? But it was just it was weird. Going from always seeing masks on everyone, I mean, some here and there that aren't wearing them, to now we're in a world where like you go outside and you go out to, go to the park and like nobody. There was a few people that had masks on, which was fine, but most people didn't. And Mary and I were walking around and we're like, this feels weird. It feels like we should have it on. It feels like, but it was okay, and we felt safe. And it was like, all right, like what a different world we're in now. Like that it's changed so quickly. I guess it's like, I think that's the thing. I didn't expect it to be like boom, on a dime, masks are off everywhere. It was such a dramatic change, but yeah, it was cool. It was nice. It did feel good. It felt like, wow, I feel a little bit less stressed. I don't mind that there's a lot of people here, Meanwhile, I'm all relaxed and like, okay, whew, I feel good. And like the the other viruses are lurking around in the air that are like, here we come, sucker. All those other diseases are like, all right, masks are off. Let's get them, boys. I don't know why I just pictured the viruses like a biker gang. All right, boys, let's ride. Why is he running? He should be on a motorcycle, not running. Let's see. I missed a couple things here. Every villain, lemons. Did I miss something there? I missed it. Oh, Luke, does your hair go the other way? No, because one, I have a part, like, I can't do it backwards in the camera. I have a part, I can't look at the camera. I have a part over here. So like it all goes this way for the most part. But then I like to do it a little messy. And then back here somewhere, I have like a cowlick that also causes my hair to go nutso in the back. So it just kind of goes where it goes. And I just follow it and work with it. Usually I just dry it in the morning to give it a little bit more poof, and then I put a little product in it. I make that noise too. I'm like, and voila. Wow, hair is done. Donezo. Mandy, I don't know why your F King neighbor is yelling out of nowhere. And I'm sorry that they are. That's annoying. I used to hate that so much, especially when we lived in apartments. And we would, like, when we lived in North Hollywood in the apartment, I swear that the person upstairs would just literally stomp around the house. Like, just to do it. It would stomp so loud. And then there was, like, yelling matches that would happen up there. I feel like there might have been some like, some issues with that family. There was a lot of yelling at each other. And then the order of events would be yelling, 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 stomp, 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 door slam. So I feel like there must have been a daughter involved, because there was like yell, 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 and then she probably was like, ah! And then like stomp to her room and shut the door. That was what I pictured. I don't know what was actually happening up there. I almost called no, I did call. Did I call the cops? No, I did. I called I didn't call like emergency, but I called like the sheriff's office or whatever, because there was one time it was so bad. The yelling was so terrible. And then to me, it sounded like someone was thrown into the wall. The slam was so hard. And then you could hear like the crying, and then there was more yelling. So I was like, I need to call somebody about this because I don't feel good about what's happening upstairs. So I called, and then the cops showed up, and then they just went up there. And I guess, from what I understand, there was a woman up there who was hard of hearing, and I guess she had like a sign on the door that was like telling people like, I can't hear you if you knock on the door, or something to that extent. So the cops said they like knocked and knocked and knocked, and nobody answered, so they couldn't really do anything. But they said, if you hear it again, give us a call. I don't know what happened. I mean, that woman could be just laying on the ground still there. It was not the best apartment to live in. Like, it was a weird. I had a rock thrown through our window. I remember. So I came home. Mary was out of town because she was traveling. This was years ago, and I came home from like probably my studio job thing that I did or whatever. Anyways, I came home. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock, dark outside. Walk in the apartment, and within like seconds of me walking into the apartment, I hear this loud crash, like a broken window. And of course, like I immediately freak out. So I like close the door. I grab the dog because he's like with me. I'm like, oh my God. So I grabbed him to make sure he's not running into wherever this glass is broken. And so I'm like walking down the hall, and I'm trying to be like quiet, but also listening to see if like, is somebody in the apartment? What I wasn't thinking about at the time was, we were on the 3rd floor of the apartment building, and where the window broke, which was in our bedroom, there's no balcony or anything. It's just a window. So for some reason, I hadn't thought about the actual logistics of this person. If they were breaking into my window, they would have had to have been like rappelling from the roof and then like slamming. Anyways, I didn't think about any of that. I just thought there was somebody walking around in our apartment. So anyways, I flipped on all the lights. I was like checking all the rooms. Everything was okay. And by the time I made it out back on our patio, I looked out and there was nobody there. But yeah, it was like a full-sized, it was almost like a chunk of like a curb piece or something. And I know that there was like a lot of construction going on, in the road or across the street from where the apartment was. We called the cops. Cops came and, took a report, and that was it. But like, scary, I was like, I don't want to live here anymore. Can we move to a nicer neighborhood? And then we moved to Burbank, which was beautiful. That was like tons of senior citizens around me. It was like the perfect environment for what we wanted in Burbank, California. Let's see. Make your hair wild. Oh my gosh. I don't think it. I mean, it would be crazy. Yeah, like, well, I don't know if I can like, if I do like this, it'll kind of make it a little bit like, if I do like that, I mean, that's just like messy. Oh, that's so messy. My goodness. Just kind of part it back over here to the side. It's too long. I hate how long it is. Breaking in 007 style. Yeah, I don't think that was really happening there. Ash, have you ever been in a fight? So The only one that I can ever, I was always really good about like avoiding or de-escalating if there was ever something going on. Usually I just was like, I was the kid that was like really good about staying in the shadows, or not really, but like I didn't really get involved too much with crazy stuff that would get me into that type of a, um, what do you call it? Um, environment of like a fight of some sort. But there was one time, I'll never forget this. I was in, I must have been in like sixth grade. I think it was either sixth or seventh grade. And so there was this kid that lived in our neighborhood. And he was like, it was weird because he used to hang out with, because there was, I had a friend in my developer. It was like, we lived in townhouses. And there was a friend that I had there. His name was Sean. And him and I were in the same neighborhood. And we'd always like walk together from the bus, whatever. But there was this other kid, and I can't remember his name. He was only around for a little bit. And he was like, it was weird because he hung out with us, but he also had like, there was some aggression with him, with like his family, and like, I didn't really hang out with him at the actual school. So like, it was just, something was just a little weird. So, oh, something just happened. I don't know. Luke just got timed out. And so we got off the bus this one day, and me and my friend Sean was it Sean? I don't remember who it was. It was me and another kid. I can't remember who it was. It must have been him. No, because he didn't go to whatever. Anyways, we were walking down the sidewalk, and out of nowhere, this other friend of ours, well, I say friend loosely because he was not a friend after this situation. He came running up from behind and kicked me between the legs from behind. Like, so it was like a sucker punch, but a sucker kick from behind. And I mean, obviously, like, if you've ever been kicked between your legs, like, that is so painful. But at the moment, it was like something triggered that I was just so angry. The pain I didn't even feel it. And I turned around immediately, and all I did was I balled up my fist, and I swung, and I punched him in the stomach as hard as I could, and he fell down on the ground and like basically started crying. And then I think I yelled at him something like don't kick me in the balls or something. I don't know, something to that extent. And then me and my friend just kept walking. And then of course the pain set in, and I was like, oh my god. And then I was also like, oh my god, I can't believe I just hit him in the stomach. But it was just one of those things where it's like you get triggered like immediately, and there was no thought about it. It was like I turned around, I punched him in the stomach, and then I just walked away. And that was it. That was the end of that fight. It really didn't. Chris, I was never the same after. No, I can promise you it was not Chris. Yeah, it was such a weird. I wish I could remember that kid's name. He wasn't in the neighborhood very long. I feel like he was dealing with a lot of stuff with his family, and I think he was mixing with the wrong crowd too at school. But anyways, it was that was probably the only like fight. I did get, there was one time I got hit at school. I was in, again, middle school, and it was, all I remember is we were in our gym class, and we were like, everybody was kind of running back to the locker rooms because I think it was the end of gym and we had to go back and change. And it was like I was mid-run back to going across the gym floor, and out of nowhere I get hit, like again, sucker punched, but this time was in the stomach. He hit me in the stomach and knocked the wind out of me. And of course, like it hit it like such a surprise and such a knock of wind. Like I was like starting to get teared up. So I'm like now embarrassed because I'm like starting to cry as a kid, And the kid who did it, like I didn't even know him. And I just remember, oh, do you remember this? Oh my God, do you remember the, yeah, like I don't even remember, because he was claiming that I hit him and I never did. All I remember is him saying that he said that I punched him or I hit him or something. And maybe I accidentally did, but I do not remember touching him at all. And then he just like wham. That's right. I forgot about, all I remembered was like those three things, like him punching me, and then him telling me that it was because I I hit him, which I didn't even remember, and me crying. Those are the only 3 things I remember about that situation. But I do, now that you're saying that, I remember there being like an altercation afterwards in the locker room, but it's very fuzzy. I don't really remember much of like what actually happened. I always thought you stopped being friends with me because I went at him or after. What? Wait a second. I don't, oh man, that's crazy. I mean, that's definitely not at all. Funny that I don't even remember that, to be honest. His name was Darren. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna grab my yearbook real quick. Hold on. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I can find him. Hold on. No. It was other reasons why he stopped talking to you. Oh, which is also weird because I don't know. Because like for Chris, I don't. And this is probably like Chris and I need to have this conversation. I don't remember like when that happened or why that happened. Like why what happened with our relationship. And that's sad to me because because now I'm also wondering like, oh shoot, what happened? Because like I don't, it's like it just never, like in my memory there's just like it's just blank. I don't know. It's like oh, Chris was just no longer there or around or something. But I'm sure there's more to it, you know, from your end obviously, than what I remember, which is weird how we work that way, how we have different memories. Okay, I'm looking real quick here. Let's see. I was in 6th grade in this yearbook. Okay, let me see. Darren. Darren. Do you remember his last name by chance? You had other friends. I had sports. Our time was just divided a lot. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's weird going to middle school too, because it's like it's that whole thing of like, especially like as you change into a new school. Because I remember the one thing I do remember is there was a kid who he wasn't from our elementary school, and his name was Aaron, and him and I became pretty good friends for some reason. And I don't remember what happened or why. I get it's just weird how as kids that happens. Hold on, I'm quickly browsing through to see if I can find a Darren. Darren. I don't even know if he was in our grade. He must have been though, right? Because he was in our class, so he should have been in our. Man, I do remember that. So funny. It's so funny that I remember like a little bit of a tussle in the locker room afterwards. How crazy. Ta-da. Nope. Nope, I don't see. I love how I like have notes here. Like Daniel Montgomery. I wrote next to his name moved. Notes. Let's see. Gosh, some of these names are like we're taking it back here. I also love how kids signed over their pictures in the yearbook. Let's see. Any other Darren? Don't see it. I mean, he might have been in a different grade too, but I don't know. Or he could have been. Maybe it was. Were you there for 6th and 7th grade? Were you there for both? I don't know why I have it in my head that you moved there, that you left the middle school. You were there. Yeah, you were there all 3. Okay. Maybe he was 7th grade then. I'm trying to remember when we took that class. I love that we're going through this whole like this this past thing. Okay. Let's see. Probably every year in school. Yeah, that's true. You had other friends. Oh yeah, I read that already. Can we see a photo of Chris and you? Oh, wait a minute. Do I still have it in here? I have you sent me that photo in Discord. Let me see if I can pull it up here. That was a good one of you and I. Didn't I send you one too? Another one that I found? Oh my god. No, this was the best one. So hopefully you can see this. So this was in February of 1994. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on the phone. Oh, that's pretty good actually. So Chris is in the middle, and then I'm on the other side with the hat on. I love that so much. So great. So great. What did I had one. Oh, it's in, so I need to pull them out. That's what it was. I remember that I had pictures from like when I was a kid, and scouts and everything. I have them in my closet here. It's like I have like shoe boxes of pictures. And I was thinking about like there's definitely pictures in there of you and me in there. So I need to go through them and pull them out. Because that'll be really cool. Well, I don't know who Darren was. I think I might have got one for 7th grade. Let me go check it because that was my last year there before we moved. See if there's a Darren in there. Now I want to remember. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, 7th grade we moved to the hardcover, yearbooks. General Smallwood Middle School. Oh dear. Okay. All right, let me see what I can find in here. He and his friends were coming at me for weeks after. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I mean, thank you for one. Thank you for having my back, but also like sucks that you had to go through that nonsense. Let me see. You remember that day? You missed the beginning of it, but you remember in the locker room while you were at the locker, he was standing against you talking trash, and I walked up and shoved him away and hit him. Chris, you were my hero. You saved me from this bully. Dude, seriously, thank you. Ugh, gosh. That was such a terrible, ugh. I hated bullies. They just annoyed the hell out of me. And when people do that kind of stuff, it's just like I didn't want to be like, it was just like I always kept myself away from that. So it was like, and I never provoked anyone because I didn't want to deal with bullies, you know. I did everything that I could to stay away from like, because I hate confrontation and I did not want to be a part of it. And it was annoying because it found its way to me. But luckily Chris was there to save me. Get that kid out of my face. Guys, right here, live on this Twitch stream, the pieces of the memory have been put together. And I now know the full story. And so do all of you. Okay, this is great because I did not write anything on anyone's pictures. So that's nice. Wait, Chris, you're not in this one. In the 7th grade yearbook. All right, I'm searching again for some Darrens here. Let me see. Darren. Nope. I always hated how they look. I'll show you this one. They always put my picture. Let me see if I can get it here for you. There I am. But look what they put. They didn't even put my actual name that everybody knew me by. They put James Clark III. Look at this shirt, by the way. That is like full-on Western wear going on there. Woof. You're in that one? Oh, okay. Let me keep looking. Let's see. Oh gosh, I remember Shantae. She was like next to me. She was like in my homeroom with me. Oh, here's that. Okay, here's the kid who lived in the neighborhood with me. The one that I was telling you that walked with me. Oops. Let me see. This one right here. I don't know my finger. That was Sean. That was the kid that lived in my neighborhood that was with me when that other kid kicked me in the crotch. Sean, yeah. Sean Casey. Okay, let me keep going. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, is this him? This is a Darren. Okay, I'm gonna point him out. So we have a Darren. Is this the Darren? I think that might be him. But I think I blocked it from my memory. I might need to go to counseling. That's him. Okay, we found the culprit. Darren Connor Jr. I wonder where you are right now, mister. He's probably like a really nice guy somewhere. Like a teacher or something. How crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm like, all the memories that are flooding right now with all these people's faces. Crazy. There was a time like years ago that I would just go into Facebook and I would just start looking up people's names to be like, I wonder where they are now. What are they doing? Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm still. Where are you? Like at the? I still can't find you, Chris. Hold on. I'm just looking at what people wrote. Oh my god, so silly. Oh nope, you're back here in the back. It says camera shy 7th graders, Chris Boyd. Right underneath here. So you must have been absent that day, or your picture was lost. It's so weird they didn't have like a. I guess they did have a. Yeah, see, you're in it. It's funny how they have like they. I mean, nowadays I'm sure it's so much easier. It's like, oh, we didn't get a picture of Chris. Can somebody go get an iPhone photo of him real quick, so we can just add him to the yearbook? Assassinate him? Oh my god, Luke! He's like so aggressive. Anyways, surprised you didn't get banned for saying that word twice there. Oh god. Anywho, thanks for going down memory lane with us here in our chat. I can't. This yearbook is crazy. It's so fun. But like, oh my god, I remember this guy. He was he lived down the street from me when I lived in the other place. He was a cop. He was part of the DARE program, which I have found out a lot later in life that there was other things behind that DARE program, I guess. Anyways, I was just looking through some of the like, you know, the candid photos. See, oh, look at all these notes. Oh, all these people wrote in the yearbooks. The weirdest thing. Have a great summer. See you next year. I'm the first to write in your crack. That they would write in the seam. Carl Rye, yes! Holy cow, yeah! That is crazy! Keep in touch, yeah, that was another one. Oh my god. Carl, I can't believe it. That's so funny. Because he, if I remember correctly, he lived down the road from me when I lived in the little, like the garage apartment thing. He was like at the end of the street, I think. And I think he had a son there, but I don't remember him. I didn't see him around or I remember playing like Sega over there like once or twice or something. I don't even remember. So weird. Oh, the memories. They're flooding in. Drove the red confiscated Mustang. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, I didn't know he was a volunteer firefighter. That's crazy. Man, what a world. What a world. Anyways. Wow. Well, nothing like reliving bullies and friendships from your past. Crazy times. Jesus. Yeah, I'll have to find some more pictures of you and I. That'll be fun to pull some of those up and show everybody. Your memory is remarkable today. It's hazy at best. What did I have for lunch yesterday? I had a ham sandwich. Hope they don't show the rat tail. Oh my god, I want one that. Yeah, I want like multiple rat tails in a photo. To show it was the thing to have a rat tail. Oh my god. The curly rat tail. Ugh. Oh god. What a disaster. Man, those were the days. Those were the days. I'm like having like thoughts of like the old, just the childhood. Oh, such a different, like a whole different place and time. And it's funny, I drove down there. Gosh, this would have been maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Mary and I, we were Matt Clark. I remember. Yes. Dude, talking on the phone for hours. Matt Clark went off and like he went to a different middle school, didn't he? Something happened because we got separated. because him and I were always like really close to each other in elementary school because of the like physically because of like the alphabet. You know, we were always like seated one. I went over. Okay, here's another fun story. So one time I went over with Matt and his family wherever they moved to. It was not, I mean, not that far away, but like far enough that he was at a different school. And anyways, I went over to hang out at his house, and he was like, "Oh, I have this friend who has a trampoline, so we should go check it out." And I was like, "What?" And so we took like he had an extra bike or something, so we rode our bikes over to this kid's house, and it was like I think it was like my first time ever on a trampoline, and these kids were like so boring on the trampoline. They were just like jumping around like nobody was really like having like a lot of fun, you know, like yay or anything like that. They were just like jumping around. And then of course I get on there and I'm like a goofy idiot and I'm like, wee, you know, like yahoo, blah blah blah, jumping around. But I didn't. Again, first time on a trampoline. If you've never been on a trampoline, there are moments when there's other people on it that if they hit it at the right moment, you'll get bounced even higher. So we used to call it like you would get popped. So it was like a pop, like you'd get popped in the air. Well, I didn't know about this popping business, and this kid popped me. But what happened was my body didn't react the way that it should have to make me bounce higher. It just shot my legs up, and I guess like my head was coming down at the same time. And so my knee hit me right in the chin, like slam. And of course, now like painful. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I mean, there was just blood. It was like a waterfall of blood coming out of my chin. It's an exaggeration, but as a kid, that's what it felt like. And I'm like putting my hand on my chin. I'm like trying to hold it. I'm like, what's happening? And in pain, of course. And I was like, can you get me like a paper towel or something, you know, to help? And they're like directing me over to the hose. But the kids were worried that lived there because they were like, oh, we're gonna get in trouble. We can't have like our parents can't find out about this. So like you can't go into our house, or you can't like we'll go try to get you a paper towel. But you know, it was like that whole like shh, don't scream, don't cry because you know blah blah blah. So I'm in the backyard. There's like a water spout that I'm like trying to like splash some water up on my chin, you know, trying to get rid of some of this blood. Like I don't even know what it looks like at this point because I haven't seen it, but it's like I know that I'm bleeding profusely. And so the kid goes inside, comes out a couple minutes later, and I kid you not, this is no joke. I'm not exaggerating. He came out with 2 squares of toilet paper. 2 square. That was it. Not even a paper towel. Not even. So I take this little bit of toilet paper, and within like a half a second, of course, I hold it, and it's like, why even bother giving me this toilet paper? So I'm like holding this. So then Matt, my friend there, he was like, okay, we got to go back to, so here I am, like I'm holding my chin with one hand. I'm trying to ride a bike, and it wasn't even on a road. It was like some path in the grass and dirt. So I'm like trying to ride a bike, holding my chin. Anyways, we finally get back to his house. We told his mom what happened. She calls my parents, of course, like, you might want to come and get your son. He's got a busted chin. And then I looked in the mirror, and that was the disaster. It was like basically my chin had been like like split open. It was so gross. So I just continued to hold it, and you know, she of course like provided me things that I could use to actually sop up the blood. And funny enough, I didn't even go to the hospital because we were super poor when I was a kid. So when I got home, my stepdad, who did not do a lot of great things in his life, but one thing he did good was he butterflied my chin. So he used like a couple of different little band-aids, like squeezed it shut and then just kept it closed with the band-aids. And crazy enough, like we left it like that for a few, I think it might have been a week. I don't even know how long I wore this band-aid thing, but sure enough, it healed. And you know, I have a scar here under my chin. But like weird. Also, wherever that kid is that didn't want to make a big deal about me busting my chin open, like Thanks for the toilet paper. You jerk. Anyways, that we got way off subject there. Talking about Matt, they had fun Halloween parties. I think I went to. I only remember one Halloween party, and this one's going to be super random. I don't know if you remember this one, or like who. I don't even know who did it. But do you remember Erica Horn? Do you remember my obsession with Erica? I don't know if you remember this or not. I don't know why. Like, so her and I, we went to this Halloween party together, and it was the year that I dressed up as a female. Like, I was trying to dress up like a female teacher. I don't know if you remember this or not. What a disaster. I just remember showing up and, like, funny enough, like, nobody cared. People thought it was, like, silly, but also, like, you know, it was just like, oh, in a costume. Like, everybody's in a costume. My mom, like, helped me get ready. She found, like, I don't remember, like, I think either from a friend or, like, the Goodwill or something, she found, like, an old dress. Like, it was like a full, I looked like, yeah, I say a female teacher because it reminded me of, like, a teacher. Like a there was a teacher that we had. Oh, what was her name? She had shorter hair. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check my yearbook. And for some reason, I had it in my head that I was going to look like her. Don't know why. Let me find her. Hold on, where is she? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this isn't the right. Maybe I was still. No. Oh gosh, I can't remember who it was now. Saunders? No. Was it like a? Oh man, now I don't know who it was. She had short hair, and she was kind of. I think people thought she was mean, but she really wasn't. I didn't think she was a mean teacher. Can't remember her name, and I don't. None of these faces look familiar. I don't think it was. Maybe she was. She had to have been middle school though, because that was definitely when we did that. When I dressed up that way. Sir, everyone went in costumes, and you went as a. No, I didn't do that. Oh my gosh, I can't. I have no idea. I don't even know where those photos are, which is crazy. I do remember Mrs. Saunders though. Mrs. Saunders. Let me look at the other one again. Oh, I know what I was saying earlier. Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Oops, this is the elementary school. Is this who I'm thinking of? No, no. Where was I going? I was talking about something earlier. Science teacher. Yeah, that sounds really familiar. Was there a Mrs. Burns? Or am I thinking of The Simpsons? Oh dear. Oh dear. There was. Maybe that's it. Burns, maybe? But I don't see it in this yearbook, so maybe. Oh god. Right? No, there's no. Okay, there's no Burns in here. So maybe it was different. Hold on. I'm looking at the other year. Hold on. Also, this I gotta look. I just noticed the cover of this particular yearbook. I didn't pay attention to it before. It's called, and it was done by, looks like Ariana Bunting. Is that Nathan's? I remember Nathan Bunting. Was she related to him? The cover of this is Middle Ages, and I love that they drew, like, you know, middle age. Like, are these? I'm assuming these are crayons that are, like, made to look like a castle. It's kind of cute that somebody got to draw the cover. Let me look real quick. And oh my gosh, there's even more. It doesn't end. Look, there's a picture inside. General Smallwood. Oops. Oh, weird. There. Look at that. Look at the dragon and the castle. It doesn't say who drew this one. Oh no, here it is. David Crock. Oh, David Crock. Yeah, this is the 6th grade one. Let me see if Mrs. Burns is in here. Nope. I don't know who I have no idea. I think I just made up a person in my brain. My God. Anyways, so yeah, I remember that Halloween. That was so crazy. What I was going to say earlier was, so Mary and I, skipping back to now times, about 3 or 4 years ago, no, it must have been like 4 or 5 years ago, we were visiting my family up in Virginia. So I said, you know what, I want to go drive to where I grew up. So we drove to Indian Head in Maryland, and we like drove around everywhere. It was like, it was such a weird, like, um, it's like what you see in the movies when somebody goes back to their like hometown, growing up. Obviously looks way smaller than what it felt like when you were a kid. And of course, it has gone through changes as well. But we drove to the elementary school. They were closed. Like, we had just missed the day that they would have been open, because it was like during the summer, but they were open for registration or something where you could like go in. So we didn't get to go into the elementary school, but I looked in through the windows, it was like taking pictures outside. And then of course the pavilion there, which I remembered like the circus being there, and like some of our events from the elementary school happening there. And I remember I was telling her about how when Village Green, that's it. Yeah. And I remember the when we would do those big, like, I feel like it was once a year they would do that big fire evacuation thing where we would all go outside and they would empty out the firehouse and bring all the trucks and everything over, and then we would all like walk over to the firehouse and like have to stay in there. I still to this day don't understand why that was a thing, because in every other school I was in, we never had like a drill to that extent. Was it because we were next to that naval base? I'm actually like thinking there was more of a reason why we were doing that. Anyways, Zaner the Clown? Wait. Why does that sound familiar? What? I remember that. Oh my God. That's right. I forgot all about the clown. Holy crap. Oh God, that's ridiculous. How weird again that I don't remember it, and then all of a sudden you clicked something. Oh, that's crazy. That is so funny. Anyways, so yeah, we do that evacuation thing, and then anyway, so we drove. So yeah, so we saw that, and then we drove over to the middle school. And the cool thing was the middle school was open because they were doing some sort of registration or whatever, and we got to walk in, and it was like, of course, I don't even know if we're supposed to be there, but we're just like walking around the school, and I'm like pointing things out, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, and it was like I was having like weird memory flashbacks, and like I had this random flashback when we went into the library. I remember watching the O.J. Simpson verdict announcement in the library. Like, we were standing in the place where I remember sitting, and we were watching it on the TV. Crazy that as a kid we were watching that, but like that was a thing that I remembered. Weird. But yeah, like it was just like certain memories were popping up as I was walking around the school. So that was kind of neat. And then of course I saw the old garage apartment that I used to live in, and then the townhouse that we lived in before we moved away. Crazy. Crazy. Rain's memory's top notch. Yeah. I love it. I love that he remembers this stuff. Gifted and talented. I remember that. I remember. So I have a. Yeah, I remember that. And do you remember? I can't remember if you were part of this group or not, but there was a group of us that did a video for the school, and I actually have a VHS copy of it. It's called Our Town, Our School, and it's basically like a VHS of just a bunch of the places in Indian Head, and then like each of us would narrate like a little section of it. I don't remember what group that was with or why I was associated with that. But that's like something that you don't think you're a part of that? Okay. That's a cool video, though. I need to get that digitized because I think you'd like that. That was kind of a neat, like, I don't think it really involved, like, I think it shows some of the classrooms in the video, but it's like super rough to watch because it's so outdated. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Ugh, you're so right, Jay. Thank you for popping in, Jay. Love using that with you. Your name. You started the environmental club? I don't. Wow, I remember that being a thing, or I remember, was I? Oh gosh, the memories. Oh my god. I have so many memories at elementary school. It's so crazy. But like what I think is a memory, right? I'm sure we all have that where we think like there's something that's like a memory, but then it's like, oh, that's not how that happened, or no, that's not real. Mostly because you were crushing on Cheryl. Wait, Cheryl who? Cheryl. Why do I remember the name Cheryl? Did she? Wait, hold on. Now I'm looking to see. I have an elementary school one too. Here, hold on. Wait, let me see if I can find a picture of which grade was this one? I think this was 5th grade because I don't think I ever got yearbooks until let's see, 5th grade. Here we go. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I love this. I love this so much. Just all these names. Oh my god, guys. Okay, hold on. I have to show you this real quick. Okay, so I just saw this. So here's me, and I wrote my name there just in case you didn't know it was me. Good news is they got it wrong again, James A. Clark III. But look underneath of me right here. Look at this. That's Erica. My obsession with that girl. Oh my lord. What a disaster. Okay, let me see. I was gonna pull you up next here. I was also looking for a Cheryl. For some reason, I have like Cheryl in my head. Oh wait. I found you, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Boyd. There he is. And wait, who's this next to him? There's a Cheryl. Oh my god, I love it so much. So great. Oh my god. There was another girl that I always had a crush on too. Like my earlier years, like 1st through like 3rd grade-ish was Nikki. Nikki Risen. Do you remember her? I don't know if she's in here. Oh yeah, here she is. Oh my god, that's so funny. But then Nikki, I loved, Nikki, good friend, old friend. Yeah. Nikki. But then in 3rd grade, you know who showed up? David Terry. And then she liked him. I didn't like the new guy. But then him and I became friends, so it didn't matter at that point. Goodness gracious. Memory. You had Shannon early on. Young Love. Yeah, Young Love. So funny. Weird. My first kiss ever, which is like silly because it was like a kiss on the hand, was Nikki. Weird that I remember that too. Like certain things like that. Anyways. Well, guys, I think I got to wrap this up. This went way longer than I thought it was going to, but I love that we talked about it. What a fun road to go down. Thank you, Chris. So thank you so much for going down memory lane with me, and thank you for saving my life. I know that's a little dramatic, but thank you for sticking up for me. And I'm sorry that you felt like that was the reason that we grew apart, because I don't remember it being that way. But again, my memory is very clouded, so I apologize. Little what? Little dramatic. Oh, just a little bit. Thank you for saving me from my life. Wait, from my life? Yeah, saving me from my own life. All right. Anyways, guys, out of context, what are you looking at when you're trying to stare at us? Oh, so I have my, it's basically like my whole screen, like it's like my, oh my God, what do you call this? Like a dashboard for my stream. So it has like the chat. It has a little video of me here. It has like all the little controls, all this. Yeah, basically it's like my control center for the stream. Because I don't like looking at the camera. That's weird to me. I like looking at the monitor over here. And I basically look at the chat most of the time. Or if I have windows up over here, you know, whatever. A little behind the scenes for you. Excuse me. Yeah, wouldn't it be weird if I was like looking at the chat or looking at the camera the whole time? That would be kind of creepy. Like I'm talking to each one of you individually. It's like when you're watching a show and they break the fourth wall and they just like look at you. It like throws you off, right? Nobody wants that. I'm not breaking that fourth wall. All right. Well, guys, that was super fun. You love it when they break the fourth wall? I enjoy it sometimes, but there are times that it does throw me off when they do it. But usually it's fun. And like, especially my favorite fourth wall breaks were the Office. Jim's looked camera were always my favorite. Even though I don't know if that's technically breaking a fourth wall, because that was a documentary. So technically you're not performing. That's a whole different conversation. Yeah, I don't think that's a fourth wall either. All right, guys, listen, I got to get out of here. I got to go take care of Charlie. I hope none of you were completely bored in our trip down memory lane, but man, I had a blast. It was so much fun. I feel like Chris and I need to like reminisce more on the side and have more conversations about it. It's so much fun. That's all I got. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do this again. Excuse me. We're going to do some WoW Wednesday, play a little World of Warcraft. So if you're interested in that at all, come join us. Follow along. We'll have a little fun with that. And then, of course, Thursday, we're going to do some more Grand Theft Auto, because let me tell you, I had a blast. And, you know, little preview here. On Thursday, I have the heist ready to go. So that heist that George helped me with last time, I got it all set up for myself. And I'm going to do one solo with you guys on the stream. And hopefully we have success and I can get out of there with stealing the money that is needed. Because I'm working on buying the DeLorean, guys. I want to buy the DeLorean. And maybe I'll buy it on stream if I'm successful with the heist. So just creating a little cliffhanger to draw you guys back in on Thursday. But until then, if you want to watch me again on Wednesday, tomorrow, we'll do some World of Warcraft. So guys, listen, have a great rest of your Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow. We'll do this again. And, you know, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for having a little fun with us today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, and your first part of your day tomorrow on Wednesday. Remember, guys, be kind, stay kind, and I don't know what else to say. I need a tagline, guys. I need a tagline at the end of my stream. I was about to say love thy neighbor, but that is not the right thing to say before you end the stream. Bye, everybody, and love thy neighbor. And then they're going to be like, that guy just told me to commit adultery, so I don't think I should do that. Oh, that's a good one, Chris. Check your sugars and check them often. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end it on that, guys. Check those blood sugar levels. Watch out for that diabetes. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.